They knew something was wrong. Right. And then you start hearing, we're going to fix this. We're going to fix this. Well, guess what? Nothing got fixed. All right. And then the season just snowballed.
And
boom, we got through.
So what game was it when you were like, we're not going to the Super Bowl? What game? What week? Do you know? Did you make your mind up finally in what week?
The 49ers game.
Boom, after that, you pretty much said the same
game.
thing.
I said the Dallas game, but I mean, I kind of had that feeling after the 49ers game because they got bent over. It was like they took us to the house, and it was at home.
So, was there did it ever come into your mind that, damn, this is the week I better stop talking smack because we're not winning? Did that ever happen?
Never.
I knew he was going to say that.
I bleed green
all right.
till the day I die.
Yeah. Going over to the Cowboy side. Let's talk about that season. We'll start with Joe first. Tell me about your expectations and how it ended for you.
Well, I thought that they were, after last year's debacle, I thought we were going to have a successful season.
Successful like a Super Bowl run or just look better, play better, make the playoffs?
Look better, plays better, make the playoffs.
Right.
And I loved that McCarthy was calling the plays instead of Kellen Moore.
Right.
And total disappointment at the end.
I know, but you guys did. I don't feel like you guys had like the dominating long streak that the Birds had, and then boom, hit the wall. Like you were a little rocky in the beginning, right?
Well, we had an easy schedule to start.
Okay. All right.
So
by the end of the season, what part of the season were you like, man, we're not gonna win it?
Probably after the Niners game.
At both teams, after the Niners. So the Niners came into town and was just smack. I don't want to see happy about it, but they was smacking you guys. All right, Kenny, tell me about your experience.
Well, to be honest, we got off to a rocky start, and I said we'll be lucky if this team even finishes 9-7 at best.
Huh? Yeah, because McCarthy was under heat early in this season, right?
We started off 2-3, 3-2, I forget which, but
right.
We didn't play anybody. We actually won 4 out of those last set of games by the Giants, the Redskins, the Jets, Commanders. The turning point for me was Dak not doing Dak things all season long.
He had a great year. He was an MVP consideration for a long time.
However, I never, ever got delusional on my team because our defense, going all the way back to 18 with the Rams, has never been able to stop the run. And against the Eagles, I couldn't understand for the life of me why they didn't run Swifty up the middle.
That's the age-old question this whole season,
now,
I think, in Philly.
I don't have nothing against the Eagles. I'm like you. It's the fans. I like to have camaraderie. We go at it. I don't have no problem with the Eagles. I'm from Philly.
Right.
It'd be different if I was from Dallas.
Right.
I would expect the same.
Right.
But with that being said, when we played the Eagles and we made all those mistakes, I said we shouldn't have been in that game anyway. We had no business being down on the 6-yard line because we got down there on a pass interference penalty. It was on the wrong side of the field, and the ball wasn't even on that side of the field.
Right.
So it was only fitting that we lost. But then after that, from that point on, I had a little bit of hopes that we were going to make a little bit of a playoff run until we play teams like San Fran and Buffalo and Miami. I'll be honest, I had us losing to Buffalo, Miami, San Fran, Seattle, and Detroit. And we ended up winning 3 of those games.
Right. That's a gauntlet. You guys had your gauntlet at the end of the year.
And then I said, okay, well, maybe Dak won't do Dak things. And then here comes Green Bay and
did some Dak things. Crit, let's have it. Here's one of the most diehard Dallas fans I ever met.
The Cardinals game. I realized there was big flaws.
The Cardinals knocked off all of our teams out of nowhere with the crappy. They're like ended up like 4
how they ran the ball against the defense. You can't repair that. Like you can patch it and hide it somewhat during the season, but
that's just domination. When you
that
get
was
run on like
complete, utter embarrassment on I think it was a night game at that. So that's when I lost faith.
So week what, 10, 11, 12?
Nah, that was like week 6.
Yeah, that was early in the season.
You checked out.
We had it
by
late.
week 6, you're like, here we go
Did
again.
you watch that
You
game?
guys are like, here we go again.
Here we go.
Week 6. You guys were like week 12.
Oh, we had them late.
Yeah, you had to go.
It was like, I think 14, 15, somewhere around here.
Well, you know, both
they
of
did
these
the same thing to us.
Both of your teams.
They ran to
James
us.
Conner looked like Earl Campbell, man.
Former Steeler. At the end of your season, boom, the season ends. Right away, speculations about the coaching staff and what's going on. Right away, Jerry Jones, he almost a day after, a couple days after, said McCarthy's back, right? What do you think about that?
I didn't like it. I didn't like the hire when they hired him. I thought all of McCarthy's fame came from having Aaron Rodgers.
As a pack, yeah.
And Dak is not Aaron Rodgers. So you ain't going to get that bailout from a good quarterback doing late drives. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's just never been that kind of quarterback.
So Sirianni was instantly, the question came up. Is he coming back? When they made the decision, are you guys good with that?
No.
Both of you guys want Mr. Sirianni gone?
Absolutely not.
Nope.
You want him out?
I want him gone.
Why?
Granted, we made the playoffs 3 years in a row.
So hold on. The guy was in the Super Bowl 365 minus days ago. You want him out?
But somehow, in the course of that epic failure, we haven't seen that since Rich Kotite days. And that's Rich Kotite says it all. Well, but to have that, to be in a Super Bowl 1 year and then be 10-1 and have that epic failure like that, he should have been gone. And that was it. Done.
So I feel like, and I said this, Joe will corroborate this, I said this all year long. Eagles fans did not realize the amount of change that came into that building after the Super Bowl. To start another season with a new OC, a new DC, and a plethora of talent exchange. They lost talent, they got talent. For them to be 10-1 after that is a minor miracle in the end. That doesn't happen in the NFL. You don't swap, you don't lose a DC, a OC. When you're in a Super Bowl, you get pilfered, right? Everybody wants your coaches. They replaced them with the JV team of coaches, but to be 10-1, to have the number one seed, I understand it ended bad, but that in itself is a good coaching. You might not want to hear
I
that.
agree.
That in itself is a good coaching job. And I'm not a Nick Sirianni fan. I used to be a Nick Sirianni fan until he started acting like a fan.
Well, here's my thing. It's like these coaches could not come up with answers,
No adjustments.
solutions to anything that went wrong down the road. Like I say, even when they were 10-1, we all saw there were still issues.
Right.
Oh, we're going to fix it. We're going to fix it. They didn't fix anything.
They couldn't stop the bleeding.
Nick Sirianni had no absolute answers for anything. I can fix this. Like, you can't fix it, dude. You can't put a Band-Aid on a bullet wound. You can't do it.
Okay.
Those two.
So you've
coordinators
lost
were-
faith in his overall leadership skill from the top
There
down.
wasn't any leadership skill, in my opinion.
Absolutely, and especially with
There
the
was
talent on
nothing.
that team,
Nothing.
with Devontae Smith and Brown, Dallas Goedert.
Very talented offense.
Swift.
And the defense was
One of the best offenses in the league.
Right.
And those guys could not figure out how to use those players. They couldn't do it. So, to me, that's like a failure with player development. And these are guys that aren't rookies. These are guys that have been around. Good
So
players.
who's your
And it
dream
was
head coach? If Sirianni
a
wasn't
dream
there.
head coach? I don't know. Let's see. Some of them were out there. Mike Vrabel's still out there. They didn't even try for him.
I'd say Vrabel.
Yeah.
Or if not, if they get Ben-Enemy in there,
Yeah.
and have him if
Bieniemy's
it goes down.
But Vrabel's a Philly. He's got a Philly type
Oh, yeah.
mindset. He's like the blue collar guy.
Yeah.
I would like him too.
What do you
How
other-
about you guys? Get Dallas coach. Who'd you like to see replace McCarthy?
Jimmy Johnson.
Stop
obviously.
it. Yes.
Now,
Are you
Belichick.
serious?
I would like to see
Want to
Belichick.
bring back Emmett? Emmett too?
No, I would like to see Belichick, and the reason why I say that.
Really?
The reason why I say that is because he's good at scheming and making adapting and,
Right.
and making adjustments.
Right.
Dallas will go into the locker room and the team will be like the Cardinals, Dobbs running all over the field, making us look like a JV high school team.
Right.
And then you come out into the second half, and Dan Quinn's supposed to be this head
Guru.
coach this year,
Right.
and he comes out, and what do? The first play, right up the middle for 55 yards from a quarterback, untouched. Linebackers, Micah Parsons is running in the backfield.
Third string quarterback.
Turning around. Right, a third string quarterback, exactly.
It's funny. You guys are like the on paper, historic, are the archest of enemies, but your season is so parallel,
Similar.
and so alike. It's crazy. It's crazy. Joe, where we at on time on the set? Break now. All right, listen, Jody, we're going to get to your question. When we come back, we're going to turn the dial up. I'm going to stir the pot. And we're just going to pray for a good outcome. All right, welcome back to the Countdown to Kickoff show, live from Screwballs on Jacob Media Network on the YouTube. We're a YouTube channel. Over 4 million listeners, and you are one of them tonight.
Is that all?
43 million? That's more than the United States, isn't it?
Yeah.
43 million listeners worldwide. All right, here we go. This is where I'm going to turn the heat up a little bit on this Eagle-Cowboy debate. So, here's how it's going to go. You must respect the other talkers. Only one person at a time is going to talk on the mic. Everybody's going to get a chance to speak their mind and spill their hatred for the other side of this table. All right? There will be a segment called No Holds Bar, like when the Air Force beats the Marines down. That's the segment. That's the segment. We're going to look at it like that. You heard what I said. All right, so without further ado, I am going to unleash each guest with 1 minute of uninterrupted trash talk on the opposite side of the table. When I point to you, you say whatever you want about the other team, anything you always wanted to say directly to that other fan or the ownership group. You have the mic. Ted, representing the Philadelphia Eagles. Go, Ted. Hold on, Ted. Let me get my stopwatch ready. All right, Ted. 3, 2, 1. The floor is yours. Get it.
Okay, first of all, when it comes to Dallas and their Dallas Cowboy fans that are from Philadelphia, grow up in Philadelphia and become a Dallas fan, I don't understand it at all. Okay, it doesn't make any sense to me. It's wrong. You're a fraud. They probably can't even find Dallas on the map. Probably never been to Dallas. None of that stuff. Ever. I don't understand it. That's my biggest pet peeve about Dallas fans. And they rah, rah, rah and cheer. And then there's some that jump shit. Or Eagles fans. And back in the day, we suffered through those games. I did as a little kid, as you did. But you know what? We kept watching. We were there every week. TV, going to games, we stuck by them. Like you stick with your kids, even though they're naughty. You don't dump them. You stick with them. You don't jump ship because their other team's doing better. Last time they were in a championship, won a Super Bowl was what, 1995. So what? 29 years going by, you're still fans. What team are you going to join next?
And time's up. Good one, Ted. Give it up for Ted. Ted got some smack talk in him. Got some smack talk. All right, we're going to shift to the other side of the table here real quick. And we're going to go with Mr. Kenny Sanders to open up the Dallas smack talk on the Birds. 1 minute of uninterrupted smack talk. Birds, you got to eat this. 3, 2, 1, go, Kenny.
I got an answer for that Philadelphia Dallas fan. When I was young, the Eagles weren't even on TV. The rabbit ears weren't working because they weren't even good enough to be on. They had Cleveland and Pittsburgh on TV and Minnesota. There was the Purple People Eaters. There was Roger the Dodger. There wasn't Jaworski until 1980 when he got spanked by the Raiders. And then I never even wanted to hear about Eagles again until 2018. So you can go back to 95. Since championships and hardware are relevant, you only got one championship. 1933, you were in the league. All those championships, they're not NFL because the National Football League didn't come until 1966, 67. So forget about that. Now, you're only as good as your last game. We whooped that butt. Oh, speaking of butts, the only thing that you got on the Eagles is that butt push, and I think that's what's wrong with Hurts. He had to pull back because he got pushed too much. That's the end of this conversation. Cowboys all the way, baby.
4, 3, 2. Oh, let's hear it for the Cowboys talking right now. He did throw it down. All right, we're going to switch gears. A lot of excitement in here now. We're going to double down with a Cowboy, and then we're going to go back to Jody. Joe Sotero, the floor is yours, uninterrupted for 1 minute. Ready, go.
All right, I'm going to revisit what he said about the championships. They're holding on to this one championship. How about 5? Okay. And I think Eagles fans or closet Cowboys fans, after a loss, that's all you see on Facebook. Is there, like, my news feed is like
full of Eagles fans.
Absolutely.
As soon as you lose, they come at you.
Exactly.
Okay. 30 seconds, Joe. You good?
That's all I got.
Oh shit! He dropped the mic. All right, here we go. All right. I got some couch coaches out there. I got some couch coaches out there yelling. Hold on, I want to take Bill Deary. Come up here. I know Bill ain't afraid to say something. Come right over here, Bill. Or Jody, give me your headset real quick. Bill, you give her. It's 3-3. We'll make it 3-3 now. So, Bill, we're gonna give you this minute. We're gonna give Bill this minute because I know he's a diehard Eagles fan. 3, 2, 1, go, Bill. Talk your smack, Bill. Represent.
This is very simple. These two guys grew up in the area, correct? So you had no friends at the bus stop. Is that true? That's why you wore a Dallas Cowboy outfit. Very simple. It's mind-boggling to me that people who actually are Cowboys fans, and you actually mentioned it, the Eagles weren't on TV. You obviously didn't ever watch any football in your life because the home team is always on TV. Bang.
30 seconds. Oh, he's done. He dropped it. I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
Can I rebuke?
Did he represent?
Can I rebuke that?
Did he represent? Oh, we got 30 seconds left.
Rebuttal.
Rebuttal real quick. Go get it.
The Eagles weren't always on. They had to sell out in order to black out to be on. And it started off being on, and then it got cut off in the middle of the game. So I never got a chance to meet Bill Berge or Howard Carmichael in their all-star form. That's it. That's all I got to
10
say.
seconds. Boom. All right, here we go. Critter Jody. I picked these guys for last because I know they're going to talk some. Anybody got a quarter? I got to flip. You got to treat this like a game. All right, ready? All right, I'm going to go with Jody because I know this is going to be good. Jody, you're on the clock in 3, 2,
God bless
1, go.
God bless them Green Bay Packers. Pack, attack. Why don't you turn around? Look at the dates on there. When's the last time you were relevant? What, when there was dinosaurs running the earth, a bunch of cockroaches, and just like Bill said, you had no friends. You're Dallas Cowboys fans. You're a joke. You're not from the area. If you were from Dallas, no problem at all. When's the last time you were in the Super Bowl? 1995? Okay.
30
you keep
seconds.
flapping your gun. It's irrelevant.
That's it? 30 seconds.
I'm not done yet.
You're not done? All right, take a breath.
And
Kumbaya.
And I can't say the things I want to say, but
yeah, you can.
I don't see horns on these people. So what do they got? Steers and queers. Woo! And this guy's got a Kelly Green shirt on that says Dallas Cowboys. So he must be he's a closet Dallas Cowboys fan. Don't sing it, bring it.
3, 2.
Remember when we won against 1980? Suck it.
Give it to him.
Time's up. What you guys think of Jody? What you think about? Was that did he bring it?
Oh, that weak Super Bowl argument.
All right, here we go. Chris Carter's going to end it for the Cowboys in 3, 2, 1, go.
First, let me say, start off with the whole you got to be from Philly to chill from Philly. I like Chinese food, and I haven't been to China. So let's just stop all that bullshit following sheep in a herd with no brains.
I like Italian.
Oh, no brains.
Second of all, I don't know how the kids got to the grown-up table.
Oh, that's one of my lines right there.
1, 5. Toddlers, grown-ups.
Oh, 30 seconds.
And to end the whole thing, the Eagles remind me of, I guess, my favorite group back in the 80s or whatever, Milli Vanilli. What were they known for?
Fraud.
One-hit wonder.
One
fraud.
Lip sync.
10 seconds.
That's all you need.
3.
Lip sync.
All right, listen. I'm going to be real here. I expected a little more fire. Joe, how are we on time? Because I'm going to go into my dragon routine here. I'm going to keep it rolling here. So as the mediator,
Do it.
I'm going to weigh in on both of your franchises. Since I'm the daddy at the table with 6 championships, slightly trump these guys by 1.
Yes.
So let me get into the Dallas fan base real quick.
Yes.
And my issues with the Dallas fan base. I don't have any issues with the Dallas fan base. You want to know why? Because we played them in the Super Bowl. They're right next to us in legacy and status as far as NFL history is concerned. And they're right. We're at the adult table. Now, not much to say except for Jerry Jones needs to get the hell out of your franchise's business. And maybe you will. He's the worst owner. I think the worst owner in the league. You're the most powerful, expensively owned team in the league. You guys are America's team, right? I do have a Dallas thing. You guys are America's team, right?
Not.
Pittsburgh.
America's team was first offered, that moniker and name was first offered to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yep. Philadelphia founded this country.
NFL called it the Pittsburgh Steelers and said, we're going to call you America's team. And Art Rooney said, we're not America's team. We're Pittsburgh's team.
Yep.
That's my only thing with the Dallas Cowboys. And as far as the American team thing, you guys got to get back to where you need to be because you haven't done shit in a long time.
Nope.
And Jerry Jones is the reason. Jerry Jones is the reason. All right. Philadelphia. Eagles, that's my second team, the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm coming at the fans of the Eagles because every year, recently, not every year, because you guys just showed up on the scene, on the Super Bowl scene last year, a couple years before you win it. Every year, you guys will be 4-0, and you're like, dynasty. This is the year. We're unstoppable. We're unbeatable. The thing about Eagles fans is, when Jalen Hurts came here, you guys almost booed him out of the building. He wasn't good enough. The guy goes off season, puts on 20 pounds, throws darts around, runs your offense, leads you to the Super Bowl, and soon as something goes wrong, you guys turn on your players faster than a guy getting divorced from his wife. Like you, as soon as they start sliding, you just jump ship and stop supporting the team. And you want to fire everybody. And to Chris's point and my point, I thought I made this quote up. I hope you stole it off Facebook. But when we're talking about championships and relevancy, you can't go back to the 30s before Super Bowls. Jody, I know you want to. I know you want to count the time, the leather helmet, black and white time, and the one bar.
That's right. It wasn't called Super Bowl.
It was called Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
So when we're talking about greatness and dynasties, you're sitting at a table with greatness and dynasties. And you constantly disrespect us.
I don't
And just
think
like
so.
the little kids at the table, go look at the wall. Go look at the wall till August until you get another chance to represent this league.
What's the all-time record against the Eagles and the Eagles and the Steelers?
And who?
49
6-1. It's 6-1.
49 and 21.
It's
The Eagles
6-1.
and the Steelers.
It's 6-1, Jody.
I don't care about
6 Super Bowls. You don't care about Super Bowls. That's all that matters. There's no participation
But we got 4
trophies.
championships.
You're coming at me because my team wasn't in the playoffs. Then we make it. You ask me if I care.
We
I
got
say
4
no. We only
championships.
care about Super Bowls. Come on.
And hold on, as far as you saying we jump ship,
had a chance,
you
Bill.
are,
Come
you
up here.
are friggin' wrong about us jumping ships, Henry.
No, not everybody.
We are
Not
there
you,
for
Ted.
every
49,
time.
21.
A lot of us fans, we are there for every game. Like I said in the beginning.
You wanted to kill everybody in the building.
We are there.
All you
Year
guys
in
at
and
the
year
table
out.
over here.
One at a
Every
time. One at a
day.
time.
How many times have you guys, all you guys here, these 4 guys here, season ticket holders? What do you mean, season ticket holders? You're not season ticket holders, and you're big fans of all these teams?
I watch
Joke.
my team.
Bye-bye.
I don't have the money for it, but I've been to Dallas.
yeah?
You don't have the money for
I've
it.
been there 7 times.
You don't have the money for it.
You're a big Dallas fan.
One at a time.
Move to
You don't have
Dallas.
the money for
Move
it.
to Dallas where you can
70 years.
celebrate with other people.
wasted your money
Can't
for
do it
70
here.
You're not
Everybody
going to
talks
go
shit
to
to each other
man.
right
It's gonna
now.
work, man. It's
Everybody
not gonna
talks shit to each other.
You're not going to go to Dallas.
Yeah.
Hit some walls.
Because you don't want to beat Dallas.
Don't know where Dallas is. Can't
wait a
find it
minute.
on a map.
His record with you is
even know where
49
it's
and
at.
I don't know
1.
where it is. Can't even
Wait,
find it.
wait,
Can't find it.
Here we go.
Here we go.
What's the record
When's
with
the
us?
last time any of you guys have been in the Super Bowl?
What's your record with us? And you had 30 years to catch up, and you still ain't catch up.
Why you gotta keep living in the past? That's all you got.
But you didn't catch up.
When did you win your Super Bowl?
30 years and you still haven't
living in
caught
the
up.
past, man. That's
When
it.
did you win your Super Bowl?
Living in the past.
Quiet. Jody, shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. All right, ready? Here we go. We're going to shift gears to someone that has an aneurysm here. So we're going to see how much you know about your team. I'm going to ask each side 3 questions to see about their knowledge, their deep knowledge of their franchise. I'm just going to pick the first 3 questions that Google picks. So I'm going to go with Jody on this, then Ted next. You better know this, Jody. You better know this. You would take that shirt off and burn it. What was the first Super Bowl appearance for the Eagles?
Well,
First Super Bowl
it's
appearance.
quite obvious. That was against the Oakland Raiders.
Yeah, what
And
year?
they lost.
What year?
1980. It was the 80 season, but they was in 81.
Correct. 1 point for the Birds.
And they lost 27-10.
Ooh, I
Because
should
of
ask
Lester
that.
Stickum Hayes.
Ted, question 2. What was the Philadelphia Eagles' first season in the NFL?
1933.
Correct.
Winner! The Eagles were an expansion team in 1933. They took the slot of the Frankfurt Yellow Jackets. Did you guys know that?
Yes.
What are the colors of the Frankfurt Yellow Jackets?
I believe they
They
were
were yellow and blue.
They were yellow.
Black and yellow.
They were yellow and black.
Yellow and blue. Like this color blue.
That's what I said.
And the Kelly family bought them, and they changed the colors to Kelly green. All right, so question number 3, back to you, Jody. Ooh, man, if you know this. All right, this former Eagles offensive lineman from the University of Tennessee wore number 78 when he was drafted as a first rounder in 1991.
Thomas.
Who?
Thomas.
Read that, Crit. Anton Davis.
Oh, that was the boss.
Davis was immediately inserted into the starting lineup for the Eagles, but never really materialized. Yeah, he was a bust.
No, he
You're
didn't.
right.
He was a bust.
You're right. He was a bust. All right, 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3. Let's go to the boys. Let's go to the Cowboys. See what they have to say.
This shit's gonna be hard.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
All right. Cowboys trivia. All right, first question is. Just better load quick. First question coming to the Cowboys is, which teams did the Dallas Cowboys beat? Oh man, you got it on your jacket, in the 5 Super Bowls. Super Bowl 9, Super Bowl 11, Super Bowl 14, and so on. What teams did they beat in all of their Super Bowl wins?
All right. The first one they beat the Colts 16-13. Then they beat the Dolphins 24-3. Then they beat Denver Broncos.
And then twice.
And then they beat Buffalo twice.
At Pittsburgh once.
No, and then the last one they
Steelers.
Yeah, they lost.
Steelers in 95.
Yes, Pittsburgh.
That's 7 teams.
No, Pittsburgh. They've been to 8. They lost the one. Their last one they won was Pittsburgh.
Who did they beat? The guys they beat.
Okay,
You said 7 teams.
Buffalo.
They lost to the Colts.
No, who they beat?
Okay, they beat the Redskins. They beat the Dolphins. Buffalo.
It was Miami. Was the first.
Miami 24-3. Then Denver. Then Buffalo twice, and then Pittsburgh.
That answer is correct. Is correct.
Well, if we knew if it was a group effort, we would have done that. I thought it was one specific person.
I'm running this talk show. Thanks, Jody.
Yeah.
Each guy gets their own question, as did you.
Well,
Here
he
we go.
commented.
Question 2. His rookie season was in 1989. Oh, wait, hold on. Is that the DM? All right. Okay. His rookie season was in 1989, and his record as a starter was 1-15. This Hall of Famer wore number 8 for the Dallas.
Troy
They're
Aikman.
random. All right, that's crazy.
That's not even fair.
All right, question 3.
All right.
The Dallas Cowboys did not play in Dallas in 2009. They moved to which Texas city?
They were in Irving and they went to Arlington.
My man answered.
Final answer? That is correct. We got that Aikman question. I can't have that one go. We got to do another one.
Easy, man.
All right, which Dallas quarterback was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2006?
Roger Staubach?
No.
No?
It would have to been Aikman.
Well, that was your answer.
Final answer?
He already
Who's
said-
giving the answer?
The guy in the middle already said the Redskins.
Who is the
who Super Bowl?
Jody, there's one Alex Trebek on the planet. He's gone. I'm his replacement.
Troy Aikman.
Troy Aikman?
No.
That is correct. Troy Aikman. All right, so I'm going to give the football knowledge. I think that's a draw. I think you guys both know your franchise is pretty good.
Man. They answered from the 30s. That was impressive.
Well, he did know some knowledge from. Yo, he went back on the championships. He knew he was coming on here. He knew the Super Bowl thing was going to come up. So I know Jody's.
Oh, and my man here, you guys may not know this, but 1943, it was the Steagles.
Yes, sir.
World War II.
During World War II. They joined
1
group.
year.
And then actually the year after that, Steelers were actually designed with the Arizona Cardinals.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
The next
What'd
year
you say?
after, 1944.
Okay, all right. Jody studied about my squad too. You thought I was going to come at you hard today, didn't you, Jody? All right, so you said something earlier that really hit home to me because I spend a great majority of this football season here on Thursday nights doing a football talk show, an Eagles football talk show. People come up to me that I really don't know who they are. We're just like friends on Facebook. They're like, man, you are always fighting with guys. You are always arguing with guys. You are always going at it. And that's what men do during football season. This is men being idiots and then shaking it off and realizing that it's all in fun because let's be real, the NFL is fixed as it gets.
Yeah.
All right, so we're like arguing over Hulk Hogan versus the Iron Claw at the end of the day.
You're not going to tell me that because wrestling still is real.
Jody got a super box in WWE. So listen, I appreciate you guys coming on the show. I'd like a show of faith and a hand pound across the table because we could do this again. Is this a picture? Is this Eagles and Dallas fans? Joe, hold on, we'll get one for the show.
Get another dap.
We're gonna put one for the show. Hold on, get in the middle. Get it, Joe, for the show. And everybody stay there for one more picture, Joe. I'll tell you when to take it. You ready for this one, Joe? There's only one franchise that can put this finger up.
Oh, yeah.
At this table. Are you kidding me? Give me my... I think I'm streaming it
But why does the Eagles still have the all-time record
Henry,
against
I got another finger for that.
The Eagles still have the all-time record against the Steelers.
All right, we're going to wrap
21.
6-1, Jody. We're going to wrap it up. Jody's going to keep fighting till the day he dies.
That's right.
And hope and
And the
pray
Upper
that
Merion Vikings won a Super Bowl championship in 1987, baby.
I agree. Bill Deary blindside clipped me. Bill Deary tried to clip me and take me out. But I am undefeated against Upper Merion wrestlers and in radio shows, except for the one Bacella dude got me.
1987 was that Russ?
All right, we're gonna wrap it up. Thanks for coming. Stick around for surprises. Jacob Media Network on YouTube.